di sikaneba obebo ho ama bebre mo ne dɔɔso ɔyɛ afidie ɛna fe so ɔyɛ bosome miensa na fe so bosome nsia eti an ntemwe na woni ɛyɛ Bayport Financial Services wondin komo na ombebo aye pa Bayport Financial Services. Oh, ejuma no Maakye. They stand a test of time and they know what they're doing. Ain't here in time when now when the Bayport Financial Services phone couldn't come on. Now when you're insurgency beyond when you're kaida bia. Unya she obidi. Me patro here in time now when you're Bayport Financial Services phone didn't come on. Number guapa. I didn't hear in time now near your Ubra Mr. Bonnie. Andy and come on any penny or that a Bayport Financial Services now no. Now any coding come on for your fixed deposit in a home. We do sika to na sika no so woman. Home pay we na pay there. Get in time now when a Bayport Financial Services phone coding come on. The bebo yepa. O show mo pa dia me se frɛ ɛyɛ owura bɔne ɔne ne panyin or that ɛyɛ Bayport Financial Services na no. The numbers in here 0245 153283 0245 153283 and I'm say 026 300 7922 026 300 7922 na obrano ye momo biao wana bebo wade and it is esikano ye fanko ye fixed deposit no na bebo ayen yeah me hunu ya coming to my see hunu ya ka otena ha ya esane se me ton ade papa ma when you be young when so what they call ya me pacho wa yentena Ghana memu he ya obibini na fi asase no ye proper investment with dia na yento asase pa ye to asase pa so na ye to won na Mal Estate and Construction Limited na Mal Estate and Construction Limited the time in kancho so moton asase papa e asase no moton ma no edimu ekoye brutal I didn't know what to hear and Sassano, the amount 100 pieces of blocks now they started project and I feel the amount discounts where you plot to be a water swore. Now, Mal Estate and Construction Limited, as a man can't said, oh, yes, sir, investment now, on 2 second we, 80 and term, we and ya MCC Bia, now cow no yamin kwa, and cow quada, yeah. I didn't know me so near na Mal Estate and Construction Limited ending come on. Now Kevin AM meeting at the man sign some for Kojo Preko Dankwah KPD and I'm at from now to 9:45 in one baby this side you may deal with friend the Kessben Maakye. What me count on 92.9 FM ewo Accra Kessben Accra and I wote me nka so and I will show with TV so Kessben TV na face no Facebook Kessben TV and after Facebook will be a Kessben 92.9 on DSTV channels channel 364 and after so on Go TV a channel 121 and I'm this age with Kessben Maakye suni from now to 9:45 them no na be this age and after be share important matters are happening a Ghana memo hanu na fe no ya share the echo and of course yesterday the minority called out AG over OSP's case. Some will threaten inquiry into matters now arising in because somewhere around April 21st, no, I think April 15th, yes, April 15th, 2026, yeah, and a judge, a fellow Justice John Eugene Nyante Nyandu, etna a case, ibisu a High Court, fa a OSP who are brantia, ye fellow a Peter Archibald Hyde. A day a case be a command. You better come afa. What is minority saying? I can say baby, but we're going to drink deep and learn, find out exactly what it is that they really want us to understand. FIA OSP versus the Attorney General, and I feel so how the independent of the OSP should run and all matters arising in yebedi hu enkomo ewofia mpemfo so betena sena fia head ekọ ene de benyina Alexander Koko former parliamentary candidate but no English a man from of the NDC so ebetena sena fia Nana Kojo Preko Dankwah name ono so betena sim Nana K aspiring national organizer of the MPP ono so betena sena fia de enkomo no ahihye so baransa na no mamenko na mene Dr. Esiama from C4C liver specialist hospital you know ending come on daily health segment. Danny Denina, ya de bro, ewo Kessben Maakye so no. Ya no ending komona fe ye nto aso dog. Me Maakye mo akwaba eba Kessben 92.9 FM and afi so ye Kessben TV so. Mi jiri se bia boko de.
Ye ni abra penny oba dia darama bibia boko me da se also onye de.
Mese me ho ye code no de o kire me no ana me ye ntine kon kakra sisi ade me ho ya ankasa. Me ho ye. Na me ho ye die na ma me fama we die enra enwumre me kofie be 6:30 and boys frame no si o Kojo na anu ya president kan say sisi and yen hwe ya pomudin ye na yedufia ma ye nka nkyere wifi ne awon maka nyina so mo fa banku si so ma 10 pm ne you know on say me frɛ ayi ɔse ne rene degrees ɔse ofre grace na ɔkache grace sɛ ɛne ɔnam kwan so ba na abɔbɛ 6:30 ana ɔse grace mfa abetie ensi so ma no ana grace sɛ na nya wa na weekend o tena ha kache me sɛ ai utie Kessben na ayi doctor say the president aka no yemfo aso na yenhwe na manage yenua ne dim ko se ɔkache ne sɛ na sɛ president is specific or say benku ana fufu wan ma betie enti so ba betie dia ena nke bia obeka se wo case but wan ma betie dog sesi a obedu fie be so do fie be 8:30 komo de no na wifi so gina so se chinchina cha betie no so obeka pa de onye doctor say am ma betie yeah some boys
Boys, they be either far one way or two. Now, they are justified.
Because I'm here sure say what to be meant to be sana minimum say what to be 8 you know or pe dey wo do but say one can benku 10 pm and o kan fufu one can betie entini how na say grace nya aduane ne ma no ana wetin
oh well maybe already waiting kakra and say the air can done is my the heavy leaks and me no nim say for conte any soup na eko so ne enam na eko you are putting in too much at that time. Okay. Ebasa digestion very slow until really anti-grace I had here pa Mr. Boys the big and then anti-grace why are there because kokonte and banku fufu at that time no more body no digestion very slow. You end up putting on excess weight in your baseline. You stand a chance of getting cardiovascular disease, getting visceral fat, harmful fat, inflammatory issues. And it's one of the major reasons problems with the akoma and even with our erection because you build the excess fat or your baseline. Those fats no so near muja and in nine don't pay him. It is full of shanks. It's mojano kono na ahoden bim. So imagine if we put you on excess na moja was a kono you will not get enough erection to do the do when it's necessary. Maybe myself, President Kabankudi and so myself we are talking about heavy food and coconut is part of that class.
There's a anti-grease edibim.
Yes. Yes.
I said all my girls go say nya ho den as soon as I said omo ye ni ade oh dog.
See the girls na no mu cry kakra o.
Yeah semo. And George what there what because is here na say na you sure say na kakra wo muntina ka pe bibi nkwan bi na nka dey slow na down but that's an kobet man no nkwan ne sa. Yes,
it is my namesake. It is kobet nya no nkwan ne sa. Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Until when you inquire, no be a fish be can one. And no, it's okay. To your fish back come here, no be na inquire no, and you be brave, but it be a some moderate be no more. Kakra or more, be neutralize na mouth. Then you take in some water. You go to bed. You can easily access or use the washroom. I don't feel heavy. Then anopa what could be that you can make up for and all that. So
with Otun was sending me you have no
complications of diabetes. In fact, recently very massive in the sense that we diabetes as a banana complications, we're not understanding. Now I agree and say, no one says each that also much animal because of diabetes. In fact, your baby macrovascular conditions and microvascular and macrovascular. Micro is talking about in what you call the small blood vessels. It said your retina, retina, unique diabetic retinopathy, which has to do with it may say cataract, because of diabetes, glaucoma, hypertension of the eyes, nephropathy, spinal cord coordinated to your brain into your central nervous system. And information from the brain and are coordinated so that the sensory nerves and then the motor nerves necessary to activate in our age. Then so diabetes, but it means say the shells of a year in that's the myelin, the protective shells, and it would mean static information to be all diabetes. The other one say what you call peripheral sensitization or nerves hypersensitive. And the information there ban on to mean coordinating na ma on show and maybe no start free on satiano no 9 swano if I be stalking globe pattern and start free gradually economy na unya tingling sensation damages to nerves ni na no etimi koba ma hemiplegia eba ofan etimi jojo because of diabetes ebiom ya ka cardiovascular disease ya komayare hypertension ne dey ka ho no ebeba because of diabetes no it's say Nipediano enya metabolism dysfunction into itimi kofa or how we na the eba. One major thing they say obre bo so to menya problem because of diabetes. Kai say yesua bibi wa ha say bre bo no what the glycogenesis function. Tire say embra esichire na do so woni pediano no bre bo no GB store mayen so that your pancreas pressure no medoso. Na yesua esichire na wasan so the mayen in the form of glycogen. But ebedoso sa pe na afebrebo no so brain in the sense that if it's recheck the pediano turning into fat. It's gradually when say fat no atichire brebo no na ama when you fatty liver disease grade 1 grade 2 and also to make cover or how kese pa edito the pediano so you will be see a diabetic bone disease into utimenya diabetic osteopathy you don't pay na way any pediano no dodo because of diabetes into a brittle utimenya osteonecrosis bone death bibi ka keri pe na bones no ahoden akofom. In fact diabetes to be ma oral problem, oral health problem when num and cut we ba when num o gam no to me bleed excessively to be wa bribiano or to change see your best fit your bones and moja diabetes to make offer oral problems at the back ekro eto ho a ni wo den pa ma etimi ma. In fact or how to the extent sometimes nkro ni bi to me be cancerous ema etimi metasizes spread it akoni pediana kwa ni bi e de how ba ebiom cortisol hormone you see what happens say your hormone special be a stress be bria and na eba a part of those epinephrine hormones maybe those special hormones na boy from the adrenaline gland no and it say your pressure no e kosuru be bria ejuma ye no stress be bria na naturally body no produces a hormone no. It is a hormone so if you mama ye hu say e che woni pediano ma etimi ema etimi trigger diabetes ema eno so start say ba ebiom sa hormone so che woni pediano pe turning into fat and kaisa fat so soon the major reason insulin na pancreas ne produce we hormone e be esichire no e dey akokoma muscles na muscles ne nya anwode no sa fat no na block sa pathway no nti e be ma insulin ntimi fa esichire ne nko na esichire na be dose wo moja ne ti e fa wo moja kakra pe undi sugar o dey awudi esichire for so many years ni na so stress level ni nti bon say e fa moja ne kakra na esichire na e bebre e wo me pa cho but more than taking note of all these complications of diabetes. Na kai hu say so will be a enroll ho simple afa na wo start say unya signs and symptoms na to an amount term na wan kwa nkonya emu complications no diabetes the how ba and try kan kira wo say 50 years 60 years if at all your record will be as early as 15 14 20 even 10 years even neonatal diabetes wo ho etimesro but more than a check up na yan finding out the cause na yan targeting organs no titiri pancreas liver wakuma any kidney na omuntumi mua and regulate sugar ni emfa emma.
Nice one. Dr. Wakasapa, and I think that the work and so no a co asopem the edibeye juma so yebeba ASC for C na obi oti ne the first time no see for C mo himfa and then obetimi aye.
Yo, me that say senior. See for say I dominated the BMK all over Ghana and to some extent some parts of Europe. Or Europe there you were Netherlands specifically. Sorry, there were Netherlands specifically. Yeah, the number better in case of person offer any of the branches are Cape Coast, Central Region. You were Green Hill opposite Addison Square Garden. Aguna or the base opposite the police station. A big facility. Then also Kumasi were just so Kwamo Jache Junction. Accra had the Adenta SDA junction. From SDA junction to the facility, so anywhere a 2-minute per walk now we do one thing here now various branches thing in Ayejuma from Monday equity Saturday starting Ejuma 7 a.m. on the dot now upon 5 p.m. during working days, you know, but Saturday upon 2 p.m. A patch of fair number no now opesa on saka a draw and was if for the abeja so a year livoton and patch of kai say livoton Kenya or bre buono any organs are hold on meeting ya juma into wow diabetes a year doing common leno uhia livoton wow kumayare hypertension a year in team yare a year blood circulatory problem a year high cholesterol a year problem bia a funny pediana kware de uhia a livoton Kenya or bre buono ma bre buono it me abwa organs so it me aye juma ye if I went to the branches thing na anope ya tnase pa ye jumanti oba Accra branch anase oba Kumasi ni branches thing na oba beto doctors or home beto ombo ase aye baseline investigation amao ehun bebi asimato no fa number na friend na place you order for livoton na best line so our various facility no 050 00 40 331 050 00 40 331 and now says 050 00 40 328 050 00 40 328. The Netherlands branch no so number no plus 316 879 855 84 plus 316 879 855 84. Kai says see for liver specialist hospital. So brebo eya won kwanti wo sabe kan liver to na wanom le Kenya o brebo na kai say ya di endo ni di agi treatment plans ni di tina abribi ya ka say one is treated forever treated senior anope me da sibe brain yankopon enka won o pamfo na ukru nyina ho na ondom ye ochina so
yina yeso yeda sepa Dr. Esiama ene no edin come from C4C liver specialist hospital ene no edin come on a health segment to share time na 3 minutes downside 8 a.m. you go so awaharam what text messages and I so WhatsApp messages na pacho fani na bra ye be kan ni na amount e wo fia ha no se na me kan no Alexander Eko former parliamentary candidate Botiano English man from of the NDC ebetena sesaso and nana Kojo Yeboah Nanake ono so ye aspiring national organizer of the MPP ono so betrase na ye de eye nsam na ato honom na fe no ye di ho enkomo ye pa. So like I told you somewhere 15th of April 2026 High Court judge presided by a judge Justice Justice John Eugene Nyante Nyadu at the home enquiry court at the home mechanism final ebeto hose FOSP ene in somewhere koso abrantie Peter Archibald Hyde at the bar say or share senior nemesi corner yempe bebia OSP ni jinabia ete ewo eye mrani mu nyina when it comes to say oye prosecution of eye criminal cases and no komo yekudi ewo court ma eye justice to see there wajia tum say eye OSP lack the general and the best SSA will take over all the cases SSA odi hu adwuma nyina. And indeed the court went further to even award a cost of 15,000 Ghana cedis against OSP. Say asemna abrante na edeba nyina no odi for eno ntino the aye na aye no sisi ane the attorney general will have to do that. Nenumu no na obia ye nyina yesan call emran mu back na ye kwa check edi important na won mran ni mu a ye nyina ye hu from day one as semra me no ka say afei na branch odi Peter Archibald Hyde edi asem na kokota ye nyina ye hu say ampa anase nyampa sa enete anase nye sa enete. And indeed we've had too many Ubebeka learned lawyers wo krom hanum penyin 42 amunim emran mu nyina eden sama betu dwa say de court no eka no omofo aso because sa na constitution no eka. And this one is not the same. Yesterday a minority led by Honorable Alhassan Tampoli at the Yensembi Etudra talking about OSP and so Attorney General. Now they are asking Attorney General to come to the house to come and explain further the issues that are happening when it comes to OSP and so make Attorney General's department and as a ministry, to tell us exactly what the problems are, because almost to say maybe baby and send fata echo. Yentie ora Alhassan Tampoli on Ujemu minority amodesa and komodie and as a news conference by Yenshano on Kessben TV and Yentie on 92.9 FM.
The MPP Minority Caucus is engaging the media not merely to contest a High Court ruling. We do this to expose, in the full light of public scrutiny, a deliberate, coordinated, and sustained campaign by the NDC government to suffocate, neutralize, and ultimately destroy the office of the Special Prosecutor, the institution that was created by Parliament to prosecute corruption and corruption-related cases free from executive interference. What happened on 15th April 2026 at the High Court in Accra was not a spontaneous act of judicial reasoning. It was the latest maneuver in a campaign that stretches back to the very day the OSP dared to lay its hands on an individual whom the NDC considers its own. Now, to understand what is happening today, one must understand what has been happening since December 2025. The dots, when well connected, form a picture that should disturb every Ghanaian who cares about accountability, the rule of law, and the integrity of our constitutional order. Now the trigger. The story of the NDC's war on the OSP began on 3rd December 2025. On that day, private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu, a man who had launched a sustained public campaign against the Special Prosecutor Kissie Jabeng, accusing him of incompetence and calling for his removal. He arrived at the OSP's offices in response to an invitation to assist with an investigation. The visit soon degenerated into a verbal confrontation between Martin Kpebu and a military officer at the premises. Mr. Kpebu was subsequently detained for approximately 5 hours and held at a BNI facility before being released on bail. Subsequently, within days, Mr. Kpebu announced his intention to petition President Mahama for the removal of the special prosecutor. He explicitly named the detention as his grounds, and the NDC government moved with remarkable speed to respond. The opportunity to strike had been discovered by the government. The NDC government identified its man, its moment, and its method. All these three converged in December 2025. The minority further notes for the public record who Martin Kpebu is within the spheres of the NDC. He's not a neutral commentator. He's a man who, upon the High Court's ruling on 15th April 2026, stripping the OSP of its powers, publicly stated that the ruling was, quote, sweet, end quote. A man whose petitions, media campaigns, and legal commentary had consistently served to weaken, discredit, and delegitimize the OSP office. And the NDC decided the OSP had to be destroyed. Now, the first weapon. On 8th December 2025, exactly 5 days after Mr. Kpebu's detention, the majority leader, Honorable Mahama Yerega, and the majority chief whip, Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia-Mekpo, laid the office of the Special Prosecutor Repeal Bill 2025 before Parliament through a private member's bill. The bill proposed one thing: the total abolition of the OSP. It sought to repeal the Act 959 in its entirety, dissolve the office to transfer all prosecutorial authority to the Attorney General's Department, and absorb staff into the AG's office. The stated reasons: duplication of functions.
Okay, so this is Honorable Alhassan Tampoli giving all the reasons why Omofo say a very calculated by the NDC government to one, suffocate, neutralize, and then weaken the OSP. So in chronological order, which makes reasoning, Honorable Alhassan Tampoli has been able to connect all the dots on the minority connected dots in which make reason that leads to the fact that the NDC as a party which is in government seriously want to suffocate, neutralize, and then weaken the powers of the OSP. And reasons no my tells you that it was calculated by the NDC to do what they're doing. And they told whom baby was shasi fee ye NDC ni lawyer ba kuma Martin Kpebu obeka say obema ye OSP nefi ho and che my majority leader and majority chief whip esambe mu in parliament. And the Juma cry OSP ye cry ni yehu so and on perform it and at the end ni na APM and check and yehu say a court so a branch of the court even the minority is asking and questioning says see the idea a branch here friend hide or call a court make a ora Peter Archibald hide no minority is asking says see and we should scrutinize Mr. Hyde's background and possible links to the government and the Attorney General's office, because omontiase says idea we na ekoso oba NDC akache then they want to tell you say all this calculated and na insisa minority for asise to make reason in the eyes of everybody or all and sundry extra will say enye no kre. So obesha admira ye can say ye pe eye OSP nukra esi ahono. When then Dr. Anyene who was even part of that legal committee near Shisha and Krano, it raised serious matters, including Honorable Fuseni. Say I didn't know more yeno. But there's another reason to it. The reason is this. Now listen, if police can prosecute, if any other security institutions have been given, which are agencies under the same institution, the ministries and all that, have been given that permit, that authority through the Attorney General to prosecute, why are we coming to a OSP to say so or not your own to me yet? If it's an agency and authorization has to be given by Attorney General, which has been done already, because setting up that particular office automatically then takes the authorization from Attorney General. Yes, it that. And then the NDC comes back and says that, listen, Yena will say, ye pese, ye weakening, ye suffocating, and now face, ye neutralizing a OSP, It has even been in our manifesto to tell you, say, when we come, we will strengthen the OSP. And indeed, the president of this country has also said, when the matter came up, saying, OSP, Wabeka say, it is too early. He doesn't think we should touch the OSP. They should rather be doing their work and do it well to prove to Ghanaians that indeed they are doing their good job. But what the president said, people have also said that president said it, but president didn't go deeper to even say only authority to prosecute. One kasa, he only says it means that NDC, the president, and the party in itself believe that OSP should work and work well. Now, I start to say the CSO, some of major CSOs in this country, including CDD and Office Educational Watch and Neomama Kenya, and their two Musesi and OSP, they should go back to court. Now, Yenko Siki, another reasoning behind this particular issues. Now, you raise it against OSP, and yes, sir, there are some and a beba. You be the home come on, our hanging our text messages and our face WhatsApp messages and patofani in abra, making kind in a so amount, I will fear Hanamanafi, ya share the call, any dear Benina, many a year, or Batampa Process Center phone couldn't come on me bar. Ziga Steak will be on now. Fear making count text messages. No teacher Bonte, me who Udiana face to Summit Boache, Golden Boy and Nas, Comensa Pillar 2, and I face to my friend Masawood in Kumase, and then teacher Constitution, Meshak, me who Dinina, making kind. Eso amampa ba mene eye doctor indi enkomo from Opantapa Process Center na fe member boxes ya
betumi anante ha so akoba no ho na sa akwa we omu ehunu a adisusun so biti se emo waju so pia najo ugusa waju so na budu baby ju so kan na se ama ho anya ha na waju so agu ho edidimu sa abedu baby ni juson kan na akuja sa wo junso a bechim kakra nsa na wa junso ene de wu ni se nipa bebre nipa ni bi e ho a se ebuza level no a na aye problem one when you kwana ekuso roba even at that stage because ebu how to chim sa a bi a force se on control tansan wo tun ya den adwunso anu kwana ba junso kitu bi na ba na enu project na so betuna ma ubaju so be wi ndo ju so bi aka oju so twa na mu ntenche na ju so aka no asa koju so de demu sa bedu baby so no betuna ma ju so beja e betuna ma ju so gu ho anim sa ju so de ju so be ka ju so enu ti sa ju so de be pe na ju so na ba on its own project na esa e betuna ma osisi ayo ya e betuna ma mama sam akofom e betuna ma so waju so wi na odu be ma she obohamu no behwe na juso bi esa so obam opant ni mu eno aso na esa na saa yi we didim se bedu baby no ta ko be so obeju so na ju so aka wa ya so ntumi nju so ai so ko na de oba show ana de oba show bambam ni da twinju so na aka wa ya so no ana mo ya kwan aju so na afi na ju so abeka de oba na abeka wa ya so no na uju so fam de bia na yare we doctor fun hospital abofu mu hadru adura omo edima uyare na ko unya uti musa something say ma boss you na so hospital do edima wono e manage uju so no tam solution na doctor right announce the financial e manage uju so no entu yare na se na we na yankopa dunya mu ma hodru a etu yare na se ankasa e shunke project na ai kase no na project mu se ai kase na ko fasa so ne ba medo no e be shunke no ama na normalize project no se be ya susanso amabodi yan ebejaye na nunti na bebia meka se obi cho machi wo project obi cho machi akwansem cho machi akwan a se odemi pana se pa because se de kase nipa bitu ya ma pa ne se obi cho machi akwan fi se mi ankasa metie na me victim project victim de bia meka ya edu we ni ya adum de sa me de na metie a me nko ba bia nko pa ya so ba bia a manfo eba makachi deni na amisho mo nti se wotimi nka man bi se bia se be usikanti tetru do obi aye adwuma pesika de but we are no a wo mu no ehu mwa na pesa mdema wo se wotimi nka menye ntifo ye se nipa ni tim yie pa ni to na momra wo ba mamu aduro a kono ma aduro be shinke post no ama ide ama wa ide uhato na post no ni susu pa last mission so aya se e so roba na ebe wie ni se ebe cancerous cancer enu di tu na di nipa no ko ensedo no na yami adom sisi so menye hu aduru a etu esa cancer papa enye prostate cancer pe ti so timi nkan so wo cancer anaso wa hospital adagun so cancer so wo cancer of any kind cancer bia eso wo cancer bia pe machi akwan me no mani ni 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 bra wo ba me ofi down ewo kaswa ni yanu kantempon so wo ba your machine so hard be test to a confirm sampa wo post it in fact unique machine for cancer and you know we be a test to a confirm with doctor be I will test a confirm so what cancer you are good to go between aba and you will be a won so no me fan say me we do so akema won to me so wo ba mamu do within 40 minutes so to me so 40 minutes so to me so na enkoba say e be shock catheter ana so we be a do so kan na wuchima sana but kakra bi na baba bra odu ha mama wa anu so obetumi aju so free a woni ha okra entinu wotimi kan me mpremu akoma me woni tifo so me kan no yansa ni etu anamo pemechi akwan na bra no kaswa baby the fifi prat last stop e o yanu kwantimpon so udu kaswa uko bi se nchi me Kumasi station no uko wa wo se wo pe fifi down taxi wo taxi na pedal wo taxi ka se da ban so obi so obatampa uso obatampa bana to be 3 minutes we do makachi wo ba your machine so why be test wo the test na confirm so positive you are good to go to be honest with you at time most of the time you could be say testing so positive no many aji because say ya fufu bi na ye o na ko fa say no ba ya be be wa etunya sa na so no hu asam different it is a wutim ba nim say positive nko ade wo beto na fi na mamu aduro na ho ato it is a me kan wasam na me kan ni busu bi am ka say ya bo mi siem gura me ho adwuma ya mi pa ibenya mi so fa beje donatum because mi so fa beje donatum a mi say obia ya show bia catheter hospital bio because we ya na so hospital na say mo e do manwa e be single hospital no e be na duna ya na kase am ya show roba ya show roba nti so utimi kan from no ma so roba we ya be ma fa no ma no bia no bitum da bo bia bitum da bo u papa bitum da bo nebi bitum da bo na nebi ukunu bi bitum da bo nti no ma 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 We were agents were across the country, few other places. We were agent to Sunyani, the number 0539 122 799. Sunyani 0539 122 799. Cape Coast 0249 124716. Cape Coast 0249 124716. Kofodia 050 740 4737. Kofodia 050 740 4737. Bibiani 0243 686938. Bibiani 0243 686938. Kumasi 0249 496166. Kumasi 0249 496166. Takrade 0246 04 3458. Takrade 0246 04 3458. Takwa 0244 92 9401. Takwa 0244 92 9401. Bolga 0242 34 8790. Bolga 0242 34 8790. Swedru 0558 71 5581. 05 0558 71 5581. Upa aha Kessben TV ewa kra. Papa bi wo down where friend Mr. Francis. Wo Newtown and I say Amfaza Accra ni the environs Adabraka Kukumemle Aveno Mumba Hamuba Mbe Binibo Hato. Obuase 0241 93 06 25. Obuase 0241 93 06 25. Doman Yinkono Manasisa. Doman no Manasisa. Anini 024 0541 0548 41 45 23. Doman Yinkro 0548 41 45 23. Mississippi Doma 0548 41 45 23. The maker say what's our condition anymore. Don't look any further. Yamiachim Hodra. He said the machine brand because I saw Catitaba, Ebamo Domo Catitano, very simple. Within 2 weeks, obey Catitano. Say Akawayasin and lay out won't mean you shall Oba Mamo drew within about 40 minutes to you show. And I say, I can't answer. Bra, a do cancer draw her. I 2 months. I say cancer session a dry up now we free and you're positive. Beer with cancer of any kind be I and Yadum, you know what drive to Edward to say what you can. Okay. Don't look any further. Now who told me the
yes, so yeah, that's okay. So 27 minutes into 8 a.m. I mean, kind Sami Boache, someone can say na memra sisia na yentwa so see the discovery of an error in payroll system by the audit service necessitated or necessitates an investigation into who is responsible. The current administration inability to fulfill its campaign promise is evident of the difficulties faced in implementing its flagship policies. Delayed payments have resulted in significant challenges for various groups, including cocoa farmers, teachers, and nurses who have gone without pay for 14 months. The country is also experiencing frequent power outages, increased electricity bills, skyrocketing fuel prices, and rising food costs. Additionally, second cycle schools are struggling to provide adequate meals for their students. Why should the citizens be made to suffer the consequences of these challenges of someone's incompetency? The outcome of the 2028 election will be telling indicator of the government's performance. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Odiwe by now Kwame acidity say instead of micro, minority and their communicators must focus on their party restructuring and gain political power in 2040 elections, and they are still criticizing ruling party NDC. MPP party will collapse like CPP party. Special greetings to National Serial Callers Association of NDC. Kwame Acidity and Odiwe by Maminka when I call a year Miniam Bemaziga Hormona teacher Bonti from Achim Asante of Wase. He says, good morning, Mr. Kojo Preko Dankwah. Good morning to you, teacher Bonti. Or say NDC as a party must know that our problem is not OSP issues or Tom. Big ups to my lovely one Millicent and teacher Owusu of Jobuyase Onosonedia or the Ebayan, and that leads me to the man Nana from Pont Ziga with Ziga Steak. Na Femi Ba Yatwaso. Ziga, Biabo Kodie.
Yeah, boss, Biabo Korazo.
Radadum, ya dancing kakaka na kudi ana titi ni papato bende.
Yeah, bend.
Kakaka.
Sometimes, Buama.
Yeah.
Yes, I read you munos from my yes, and a woman be and lady a woman be I did many ajepa.
Okay.
Yes, I friend Miss Mina.
Miss Mina.
Yes, now they didn't their cousin a twice number refi.
Okay.
In fact, we take Kessben today was mentioning your name.
Oh, okay.
Or Bokwamidi or Bobia Dinwa.
Wow.
Abo or more free henna Kaubia program time.
Wow.
The Utbisu are the family. They spend time with Kessben. Where you die hard Kessben and you pass. So Miss Mina, I do appreciate what you did for me this morning.
Okay.
Yes, Nyako Punshra, Paudu Krunina on your husband. All right. Yes, boss.
Yes, sir.
NDC for Mboko position.
What's it?
NDC Beko position.
NDC Beko position.
Baby, I can have Mboko position.
I shall make position.
No Mboko position. Yes. Let me say, they have something good. Ekutamu, but I didn't ekutamu. No, me say omunim how a somebody maum. You understand? So amamati President Kofi Asemo kan say who power ye can send be actually as it's like bibia to asuma ya wo de ho ya wo de and na untie obi asem you always think say you are at the right path. They don't listen to the people that almost like Kotoduane Debbie. They don't listen to and Kofi Atra Church from Debbie. Omo fa Uber, efa taxi, and this for today. They don't pay attention to them. Mistakes no, and people for ya no, a double position, and a bin and this for person almost I. Because listen, Aban be pa ne kuta set a juicy records. Obey yes anomaly. I don't get it. Look. Yes, say your GDP. ICD 100 billion. Beboa. Yes, your reserves from 10 billion to 13 billion. Beboa.
No great.
Exchange rate, you back to a banana 14.7.
Yeah.
And then 10 point something, I think now by 11. Beboa.
No great.
Your food inflation. Then you're 21.0. And the food inflation, yeah, a 3.9. And the general inflation from 21.4, the general inflation at 3.2.
Yeah.
What else again? The other time I catch you say, President Mills buy in the first year. She scandals a hit President Mills. She say maybe and Johnson. Tema port scandal. Takrade port scandal. The first year. About 5 scandals hit President Mills over the first year. And your friend say, Nana Kufuor buy the first year 2017. Scandals upon scandals. 1 million Ghana cedis. Yediko says sanitation, sanitation ministry on website. Meboa.
No correct.
Premise fuel scandal. Cash for seed scandal. Your father said 5 million contaminated oil fuel scandal. 2.5 billion bond scandal. hit a coup for the first time. Listen, President Mahama ba makasem wepen. President Mahama ba you know, the first year plus 4 months no scandal. Yet TB Piasa Tiaspa Mikadio. You have a gold. You have a juicy records. Ekutao. Why do you have to sport it? Why do you have to sport your white robe with the black spots? I don't get it. If they want to go to opposition, I will help them to go to opposition. Tie, Kisi Ejabe, wo bia ni se wanya ade. Me te wa bi ni se Kisi Ejabe nya ade. E de kure. Wanya transparent person a year and see the office of the special prosecutor Homado. Because of that now, you know the one yet cases about 100 and something. Or say it be a preliminary investigation. You answer about the talk OSP 4 table. So I'm here say I find a way they qualify about 100 and something and 10 wasam cases be or start says who dear chenny and 10 wasam. It's a research said and yet that's fine. Obien him say. The NDC area no can somehow be justified because Kisia Jabin omo boa no mani benya that position no and the sound for the way you mama egu obedi mu ase so NDC so say Kisia Jabin be the same thing and yeah that's fair enough but what they are doing is dangerous. What they are doing is dangerous.
NDC for no.
Yes. You are stripping off the prosecutorial power from Kisi Ejabe. I'm not interested in the legalities because I did the you be a constitution number article 88 clause 4 blah blah ye koba back and forth constitutional lawyers kasa legalist kasa ye tietie bia so ye ridibi ye kekabobua ye hu se no ma ekono whether it makes sense or not it makes sense or not ye Ghana for the judge. But let me tell you something. Se ne ekoba say Supreme Court rule say Kisi Ejabe person or prosecuting microphone we onkoje clarification and a permission from the Attorney General. And you're dangerous. The danger here. Kisi Ejabe no a Kenoforiata ka ho be ya appointed no tie you. Kenoforiata say you know. Say Kenoforiata ka ho ya appointed no. Omuji di die no do we ye Kenoforiata. This nim say because of that. I'm sure betimi atwa no ho asaba be ya omu bibi no. Se ne ese so okokoje permission di free the Attorney General ho next wanya what the cases ekogu Attorney General office next Attorney General no man to go ahead green light to prosecute those people. I'm telling you about be press conference be go about. Trust me. Kisi Ejabe has done more press conference than cases our prosecuting go for. The ultimate court on Sualusu. There video, clear video. Tiaspa make you clear video. Ora sapo kantan kokoko pe MC you driving. Camera capture and say yes, allegedly won't trace Kadiama assembly members to endorse or there you know. I do Kumasi High Court. Kisi Ejabe kolusu.
But so Becca say no na judges no.
I'm not interested in that because Osai a lawyer. You have actualities, evidence. I'm not interested in the court case. I'm saying that Kisi Ejabe more press conferences than cases are already. So Bia, why penchant of making press conferences? Don't joke with such a person. Obegua Baino. What am I What one day, What one day? Kisi Ejabe Babe press conference say there are some people be or person prosecutor or Attorney General and person be and you more dangerous than say who found san kanu now be micromanaging no matter who ye than this. Me na me catch you. Oh, just imagine. Say Kisi Ejabe a person or prosecutor microphone. No asaba person prosecuted this microphone. Was that the another one I call this phone? Then case is best a 5 or the Akoma Attorney General. The Attorney General Kokwasa no what now, no what now. Do you think we say Jabe will sit down? Or Baba your press conference? I catch the whole Ghana say, so the possible mercy. Me person yes but Attorney General man me quiet and no cry more damning and dangerous than what is going on. Don't touch him.
Okay.
You have started well. 1 year 4 months. You have started well. Don't follow some people and touch Kwisia Jabin, Office of the Special Prosecutor. Assemble Badachi.
Okay.
What does Mama Kamake on the wall? The guy is not trusted a bit. Micromanaging say ya. Udiamo Munenentra office work kakra adamusham huye. If you don't have anything to hide.
Okay.
What do we saka Kwisia Jabin?
Right.
Back and forth. Ye court ye ba. What's them?
Okay. All right. But I say Ziga and you're turning Kano a Ziga steak brought to you by Judgment Dental Clinic Limited and I did a brain. Now Judgment Dental Clinic Samin Conscious a Jack senior a Nana from Ponziga Fifin the City Chimuna OSPN. What when they say come fair and the good the no more day exhibition and no Kessben OSP no one Maakye and Pacho Gentleman Dental Clinic Limited as I mean conscious when it comes to examination and consultation or more honor and I feel some way a juma ye panel root canal treatment RCT or multimedia scaling and face polishing extraction and face teeth whitening and braces or more teeth replacement and face teeth jewelries and more restoration. No Gentleman Dental Clinic hu adwuma yie pa adenti ne ntem na call mo branches no na kwhwe wo se isane se wo se no ese ukwohwe na ekoyie ma na branch ababa wa pa wonam ho na wo ma enketo no mo sin na aye bibia wo ho ntube nsere afede e from cross na ne sin na aye colored bibia ensheda nkoyie pa dia me pa chowa yenko aye Gentleman Dental Clinic Limited na ye ni omo enkodi enkomo ope
before I bomb number.
Yeah.
My case be just 30 seconds. Madam Fubia meni a Bible school.
Okay.
Now only a church about 300 congregation church. Also to school be them baby. Na ne krenim ni ye fe na ampe. Ampe baby a man how minimadi a make wasem. No oka action or can action. Because of niseno. So na ayeso kakra. No ni me di hu komode bia say that is his problem. Otibika quotation 300 off head abra also Bible.
Okay.
But adia ne hano an addiction. And no call judgment judgment yes. Or call no catch him so nobody be here no say ebeko and yedi. Bear say 8 months ni. There's a massive difference.
Oh, okay.
Nan say one obi ton card ya man. Ena problem e buy enti me na me hyemu ana me no mo ye etu o ye audio recording e de send me na me tie no na wa pa ba 30 minutes me tie no where's na those days na on me ka no won kan say biem
affix ya man.
I'm telling you action on kan action no kan action I'm telling you.
Oh,
me see if you have a problem go there so I'm going to start the Ghana I'm going to di card buy eti adie bia e wo se a opese o digire tuma they will do it opese u close to gap na they will do it also obi o ha je than still or kasa problem o they will close it in the way that pronunciation e be
fine. Wow,
they are fantastic people. I mean kasa we there I'm telling you, go there. For number two.
Our numbers no say okwa aye Accra Nungua main Lawrence station omo honom and I feel so Accra heya and Kraheya so ba aye atomic down kwa benya runabout onsa ebe come Kumase omo Abreport junction of Bantama High Street and I feel so Techiman omo magazine off Kenton Road and I feel so Kufrodi omo aye police station honom amoben aye Central Police Station no honom and omoben and I feel so Takrade aye Tadisco junction aflawo aye opposite GCB Bank and after so tamale aye Tishegu opposite post office na eben aye MTN office no ankasa and after so Atonsu aye high school junction junction ben traffic light na honom and one telephone numbers no 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 and I say 055 9139582 055 9139582 and I say 054 990 6588 054 990 6588 Gentlemen Dental Clinic and now omode a ziggest taken on a brain on Kessben Maakye and Jamaican count messages in now so I'm an share discussions and I say memum Senate as a main country a yes Senate pensioners in Yina say more and call through the annual pensioners certification no in their birth month no musumi a womb no unko ye more annual pensioners certification na Senate as a main country say wadama nidie mu a be patcho ye ntem na ko Senate office bia na fe no ko na ko ye won hihye ye no na fe wo annual pensioner certification no obetumi aye ne nyina and they are specific with bosumi we amabebo bosu mo de no ehu hia mu yie pa January February and afi so March mo nyina monko na fe monko ye mo annual pensioner certification no enye sa pa dia so wanya ebe ye den sebi wo pension payroll no ana face no wankasa wo monthly pension sika na nkasa no ebetumi abasa wontumi enkwenkwe yes a renew one no enye san hihye ni nyina ebe di ni pa and no almost share the month of January, February, and I feel so March. Money in term na monko fix it. Sanya man we nyina. Almost a main country say over to me a call. Senate office bia. And as this also use mobile app now, and also over to me use official verification no, and also ho. Saso and now open so use biometrics verification na. Oko Senate branch bia over to me use no. And I feel so Senate co-location bank over to me use a host na feel no. What to me ama hihye ne nyina annual pensioner certification no watumi aye ne nyina open cheche mu pa so dia e ba cho friend numbers we 0302 611 622 0302 611 622 na woni empefo endi enkomo emfa ho se na be ya obetumi ama eyewo annual pensioner certification no ebetumi akoso na bibie tumi akoye the month of January February and afi so March nyina Senate eseme mbombo sa enkaye nyina na hospital papa edimu esefata sesesa wokoho na usu tumi eko eji ayaresa na bibia tumi koye ma Great Kingdom Medical Center na Great Kingdom Medical Center se men kanche se wo pay ayaresa pa dia wo pay general medical services and specialist OPD open internal medicine open specialist gynecologist na afi so fertility service baby asabio efie enye ntokwanko a asewba na obi aba na akola bi ensu na den pacho fertility services wo Great Kingdom Medical Center no ekoyie pa yentem na koho na no mo enkodi enkomo most of person mo plastic and reconstructive surgery including BBL liposuction and tummy tuck nyina mo ko Great Kingdom Medical Center obetumi abo mo nyina urologist ewo honom and afeso no yenma ye pay ENT ear nose throat services in an yensa ebeka mo ewo honom eye clinic and afeso dental and dental x-ray services x-ray scan and ECG and afeso fully equipped laboratory services Nina ewo honom de ni kanso ni inpatient admission and wards na ewo honom and into menstro se obetu anamo na wako Great Kingdom Medical Center na oni omo akwakodi enkomo omo wo ekropon omo ben Great Kingdom Kingdom Estate honom na omo ben hopa ye from on 059 3722619 059-372-2619 and I say 0530-848502 053-0848-502 Great Kingdom Medical Hospital or say quality health care with excellence and care and a honum. Saso and I make a choice say diagnostic herbal industry. As a main control some of the drugs from Kwa bedroom with their friend Tortina 74. Na Tortina 74, the guy named Pa NT 74. A drugs from Kukre feed diagnostic herbal industry for Waba. Na upebi na no more a bebo ye pa. mojemu related diseases nyina me patcho ne nyina ebeti akọ yedema yewo high blood sugar yewo chronic wounds hepatitis B and C HIV kidney infections liver infections ulcer prostate enlargement bad breath and afis yewo menstrual pain chronic cough asthma chest pains and afis arthritis and afis your swollen faces ne eye legs na feet na no me patcho wa compare eye 1374 a drum made them say combination no eye 3232 and so share cap na daso no obon so share no 3 no obodro no 2 no one bobo ebeko yama bibia ebeye fine eno ene 1374 if diagnostic herbal industry for her eba omana mesini nie obetima from now ni omo edi enkomo 0246 073 498 0246 073-498 and after say 050-162-8931 050-162-8931. Now we need diagnostic herbal industry for Indian common in fact 1374 oko eye pharmacies and after so herbal shops to be as well on sa ebeka a drone be na also wabubo biye pa now my main kind we na fe memra ora Alex so na fe yemfa komodie no enhihye so e wo this one is from Golden Boy announcement Pontin. He says good morning, let me greet Chairman Nana Akwesi and then lawyer Abbas Nuruddin or said the super incompetent opposition party, the MPP, they are not serious at all, especially the MPs. They are moving farm to farm, village to village, convincing the cocoa farmers for more demonstration against the NDC. And then NDC government, you see the hypocrite of the MPP MPs, and yet the demonstration from the Sunyani today, from Sunyani today can never bring back down the NDC government because Ghanaians know the incompetency of the MPP leaders. So let them stop making noise, propaganda, and jandam. Yes, greetings to Chairman Kufulu of Kwabri East constituency, and then Ken incoming organizer hopeful and ma Kwabri East. Mamin can win a feminine Ralex and Chassis from Kumensa Pillar 2, aka 2029. Dr. Baumia Bidi president. He says JDM and the NDC had nothing good to offer Ghana. JDM Dumso president. JDM Dumso president. Anyway, special greetings to Haja Safia Mohammed, next MPP National Women Organizer, hopeful, and then Blue Army Commander Moses Abo, next Greater Accra Regional MPP Organizer, hopeful, and Odiwe so buy. It's exactly 51 minutes into 8 a.m. Ura Alex at Tennessee. Yemfa discussions so now we're looking at 2 or 3 major issues. One has to do with a minority led by Honorable Al Hassan Tampuli talking about the OSP and calling to the House the Attorney General to come answer some few questions. Then CSOs are also backing the OSP to go back to court to see say and to me akoye amom no ho komo ye bedi e wo fie ha no and na face no the 2028 flag bearer of the MPP Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is talking about the intimidation by the NDC government on the MPP party, and he's thinking Enyadia Ekoye Sefata say to me a baswo. And then President Mahama on the Dumso issues nano ye di ho enkomo. But let me sound this one too. The trade ministry and I face agribusiness. We were here and I'm back and try and say money sachet water and paying for edin koma catch almost say sachet water no enya de say ye two more and no to no omagia tum say ye ntum ye train kakra na bibia to me ba downwa na afi ye hu de be ye bomba baso edam wase Kasama Yejumapa, and indeed you did that with Burkina Faso talking about tomatoes. Today I have not heard anything regarding the tomatoes issue. What it means is that Bibia Ekoye, but the Ministry of Trade and Industry and Agribusiness, what we are hearing on the grassroots down there say the sachet water no sisiano still the increasing prices It is a monko down enko share. Yes, shemo anidie mu a monko check MIN. Yes, ye increase prices still. Ye ton 70 pesos. A sachet. Se ameno kase sa any ye ton as against what you came to tell us. Say omo end to tumu. But se ameno wakase oma tutum. Is it the fact that omo mbu abain and that's omo mbu ministry no entina they are going their own way to increase it na me pachowa the ministry Monshe na mo hwe sade we emaye pa mo nko down na mo hwe sade we emaye because what is happening no me I know sometimes me ka say oba ban mu a na ha adwene ye pa what you see in the offices and everything, you see papers, you see figures, you see all the trackers going well for you. But so when you're lucky, no one ma form, no one may head the cost so ever form no more. Obatina so no can say my inflation say eco form, my dollar say eco ye, my systems in na eco fine. I didn't na eye timemu force say still la no and nyama enche da enko ye. We need to dig very well. Na yemwa na aban no entumi nkostro. We shouldn't sit in our offices but yenko down on yenko check what is really happening. The last one has to do with the transport ministry. I don't know whether the buses are in now because if I leave home around 3:30 a.m. on my way to the office and I see a lot of people standing by the roadside as early as 3 school children, as early as 4 a.m. Today, this morning, my colleagues from Kaswa Enclaves say cars new honum. But me kaiso say Omanpenyi can say two things when Ofi Eye France Bayano when he held a meeting with the Council of State or so meeting on year and two things. One had to do with the reduction of the fuel, which has been implemented for the next cabinet. For the next 14 days or so, it is happening. What is happening with the other one now? Mampenyi Kayane say the buses need to be out there ASAP. As I say, ekwa bontene na eno so kra no ne bo ne ba from Sinebeya Ghana for betimi enya buses no. Are the buses working? I don't know. Are the buses working? If it is working, then why am I seeing a lot of people around 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock waiting for buses to get to the office around this time 9? Wabre we about 12 okodidi we about 1 2 about 3 no or so because traffic onyaka now we jet juman ho inefficiency is really working. I mean within our spaces are M1 so these are my little plea for a year abine on check na yentumi ensolve sanema we na. But I say ora Alex akoko so wabeka yensa e wo fie ha no ye twen na nana Kojo eje ye boa nana K aspiring national organizer of the MPP so abeka yensa na fe ya toaso e wo honom the late Nana K aspiring national organizer abeka yensa na ya fe ya toaso e wo juwen Kessben Maakye. So your text messages and have your WhatsApp message and patch of finding na bra making kind in so Alex Maakye bibia bokode.
Yes Adam.
The radiasi. Radiadum kakra yuguso.
At times we take life na in media we take it for granted most of the time. True. You can say like say like we take it say so like so most of the time though, we don't pause to think about faith. And so be a war and Quancrapa na still or Mimi. Say be an yaman koyi, be I see where I see, you know, but the life is the most important thing. Because the Awanya and there would to me the tran would to me yeah the would did we hear the Aupe piano. Obisu wow struggle seriously. Struggle to get it the way I wanya and kwano na I want this so a woman no obi struggle you know. So whatever be the case no asidana is a one for Miami say at least or the wunkwana ma at the same time so ama one when you these two at the boma she know I want to mean yet and let's appreciate Nyama Kitia Nyami Eddie Maye. That's many week as I just we call hospital now who how will be a struggle so be me
lazy
how a nipa a struggle say obe me now we na ho na won crap say wo me I think it's
true. Sometimes in life ayana nkrofo bi sa no odomo ko gina bibia wo kan odomo ko gina hospital just for 20 minutes. No one check it also emergency ba any obi oda hono ma na wote wona wo ye ho ye te say de wona wo de won kwa de a
nipa say wo ti nya ba bia say wo say e brewo ase e ma wo nya ho brase e wo bibia e ho because what them say hey wo gidi wo ye no hey Just a second.
I want to take a friend mosquito.
Just a second. Just a second. So we should love each other. Na yema yeni enso dia ewo yensem. And we should always try to live stress-free life. Because at the end, there won't need to me. You don't worry over it.
It's true.
You understand? Enti niamani bibri ye need to me. Enti say na wodachi beye. You don't have control over it, but you can plan something. Which me I take a step, but that steps is not a guarantee.
Yes.
But SSL won't take those steps, no. And to no na ube to me aye. Say ube go to me akos me ejuma, ube to me akos school, ube to me aye say. You understand those things, no. Nyamidi no amao. But say those things, no, will guarantee your future. No, so another thing. You know, so yeah, let's live and always be thankful to God for the Hawaii and the Amaye.
It's true.
Me da si pasu say more framing. I said for almost 2 weeks.
Yes.
You know, one ziga can.
Yeah, you want to tackle the Ziga's matter before we come. Okay.
I want to be na me pese me manu NTSS. NDC, we are not like the MPP. Yeti asempa.
Okay.
Na yeti asemswa ye fa abana ewomuno yedi ye juma. Na sebibi kosu wo man no mama ye nyina ye nya abotre. Enye so obi pese ongu ejuma bi ana institution bi. Ba se ye constitution no eka bibi na bibi foforo so sia ese yenya abotre na yen bobo mu na yen hwe se dia constitution no kano any emra foforo no so kano kwan ben na ye befa so ediaye. And I think that is the main reason why AG call court say or kwako seeki interpretation enti moma yenya abotre. We should not jump over the gun na yebeka say NDC for per se omungu special prosecutor office. No, David. We are against corruption and corruption related issues. So we are against it totally. Enti any institution be I wo a bit to me abua in the fight against corruption. No, we are there to support that institution. No, enti so ka say here aswon din ewo niema bi ho a menino enshada enya adwen especially edifa OSA obi anya na adwen say or per se ongu and more bisu enko draw the connection between our majority leader any the whip or mo can say they want to sponsor a private member bill. So this or sponsor private member bill it does not mean say mra. You understand me? Private you have to go through the processes. We have MPs there. The mere fact that the leadership of one side say almost sponsor and don't say a idea, all the group agrees to it. You understand me? And even that's why look almost to meet crap nobody call parliament. It have to go through process. Public views will be sick on that issue. Na ye be trouble memorandum e dey call na ya tro e dey call. So more being cancel so be dream be then automatically no be yemra e wo manum. David. There are processes ye person ye yemra ye dey fam. Eti never be wo ha say ye nya abotre. I believe say seeking interpretation is very very key in these issues no. Because the OSP office no ye nyina ye nembotayenti ye dey buy say eba fighting corruption and corruption related issues. And I quite remember say the time ye passy emrano ewo parliament one of the main considerations and now argument you know and he say aban bitisu none crowd are corrupt or they are involved in corrupt practices no. Most of the time no Ayedin say the Attorney General bet to me I initiate corruption charges against his own people. And he say the special prosecutor no ba or no be boa in that respect. Na ya to me a fighting corruption no both in and without power. Wow. Yeah, that is the argument. And this argument, it will be assumed. This issue, I can one seminal. I think it also came up. You understand me? During the debate in Parliament, say, yedi to me yedi a prosecutor a war memo constitution no edi ni nyina ama attorney general enti say you see OSP so be to me a prosecutor to me ben na odi be ye prosecution no ena ye kan na ena ye nyina ye gi tum say saadie say you per se insisa constitution no it has to go through referendum because I think that provision no idea you bet me aka say is an entrenched and he say Ghana for nyina engine tum say about 2/3 engine tum say oh we know you bet me I then assistant. Now at the time I hear passing OS which were the agitation for fight against corruption that was proper in 2017 Ubekai. You understand me? Now basically now the focus is on us because na free abemo na Ghana for don't know people for can't go and say we are corrupt. You understand me? So the agitation was there. You understand me? Say, oh, yeah, who has been brand prosecutor NDC for any certain things that we need to take critical look at. I could say, yeah, to me, and take those critical looks now. Because, yeah, I can say, to me, you know, what Attorney General in some no, you understand me? Now, at the same time, you the another body, banner, you see, or no, so to me, a prosecutor, no. But you share, random say, Obeji authorization, a free Attorney General, ho. You understand me? That authorization, no, and only problem no, horses here. One said that they know etino. So let's not try to confuse the issue. Say, obi person on fasa kwaiso ediegu OSP office. No, David, that is far beyond.
Isn't not the fact? The mere fact of the authorization makes OSP somewhat an agency, just like all the ministries as his own agencies that they work with.
That is why I make catch say constitution. No, see 2 million in a year prosecution. No, a war attorney general said, "Obi pebia, just attorney general amawu sa authorization and not 2 million." Say, Fanako prosecute this case. And see, all cases that have been prosecuted by other agencies like the police service, our more prosecute on behalf of, they do it on behalf of the Attorney General.
Yes, so can OSP do the same?
That is what I'm saying. But they will try. Police, no, they seek authorization. That is why at times we call Omuho cases be we forwarded the case to Attorney General's department. We are waiting for advice. What's what is saying? Because of this to me, it's the cost. Now Attorney General advice you say, okay, to me call and now monye A, B, C, D, and can investigations now. My no now MMO case no, and yet that very solid. And sana mwako. You understand me? So nobody can just get up and go to court and prosecute cases, especially say bad criminal cases is here.
But really, say then I'm not doing MPP NDC, but clearly it means that omomubu or minor omo de yen to move for grow. They grow to the extent that say OSP no sankoji authorization, just like police beye, just like Yoku beye, just like maybe then SFO ne sanema na be ko Tony Hakakoji that authorization there. Nasa yes set up an independent and I say office of the special prosecution or prosecutor's office. Na fe case aba na the sitting government no afa no attorney. While pointing because on an abaya any independent attorney near Fano, Yafano, whichever government it is, now Ubia so ye independent, born out of Attorney General's office. So by the Juma, senior fata, now we do the end game. Now fe SSO kono koya de na se nipa no de ne kono. Eye party no enipa. Na attorney now babema advice no so ye person that has been appointed by that said government. Do you think it will work?
No, na Mitchell will say.
Alex.
You know, the constitution no say na ye tro no. Esi 2 million nyina e wa attorney general nsem. We saw the need say say yen fighting corruption. Na yenya independent body bi no betumi adi corruption cases no any. Now we are fighting here, especially there are political related no known to me and yet that's why we brought a special prosecutor. But because the constitution na ewo say obi foforo betumi a prosecute other than the attorney general no ye di shemu say SSA Attorney General OSP office no NCK authority and I'm saying say sa clause na ye di shame no and no na di problem na then abasisi ya. I believe strongly say time aye passy OSP bill no sanka ye nyamre kakra ma ye ho and I share that aspect because the constitution can be amended at any time we feel say it's not serving our purpose, especially that area no a far prosecution Now instead of say you can say it is so reserved of attorney general office no. Now you can say bia for corruption and corruption related cases are for politicians and politically exposed people who know a honig dien kuto die a special prosecutor necessary on yes
without coming to attorney general
okay, you understand? If you are brano sir, I'm sure that this issue wouldn't have risen in the first place. You understand me? So me Debbie can say on my most of our challenges I were every lawyer for Omoma and Nukware no end that because things that concerns national issues no, I believe say they should be able to give us explanations and now they should be able to come up with a law. You bet me I can say sa law he dear loopholes behind ni baby or we bet me capitalizing on it. But mutual law nankasa because some of them are corrupt they intentionally put those clauses there to create problem for all of us. You understand me? Mutual now we see authorization. No? Is it because you are passing a brano? I can say OSP will seek authorization from AG office. No, it means that authorization is automatic.
That's what I was thinking. That is automatic now.
Is it automatic?
Yes, something.
You understand me? Or is it something that is on case by case basis? Say, Miami investigations. I wait. My BBA ya transi ya pre judicial discussion a case no ho and ya decide say oh you bet to me court based on the investigations are you or any facts are you to me call to court. Is it at that time that OSP have to write to Attorney General to seek authorization, and in what form should the authorization come? You know, these are issues that to me, you know, because the fight against corruption is a serious thing, though. Mania, it's a serious thing. They say you need embryo because if you look at reports, Afri, World Bank, IMF, ABA, IHA, the kind of sika shriek through these corrupt practices, no. They say
okay.
Then again, we share Yankasa, Public Accounts Committee, or Mutras no move we share the kind of corruptions a woman no. HSA idea. I say ye name bring ye. It's a media I am just waiting to see the interpretation Supreme Court Eddie Beba.
Okay.
But let's not jump the gun. Now you can say, oh, Obi per se on ye BB or per se on Scrabby we know.
No, but
because
that's analogy, and I say that minority 4 year, you know, does it not sit well with you? Say for instance, senior assembly ako aba on one breath yet Hanuma na Martin Kwebu Eshasiye wo konjompi ba kon ye be ye fi honom ono so onye obi akeke NDC ni bi nim de oye NDC ni wo lawyer de
Martin Kwebu onye what's only wonim de oye NDC mo say your committee Martin Kwebu on ka hu
okay ye nim so oni party headquarters but we influence when it comes to
always be a social commentator.
I know the social commentator.
That's how he has been. That is how
okay. Enti or yes I we na no na de che 2-3 days na mu ankasa party. So onye party ni na mu party paying for our mudi almost 100 and something enima or parliament. Etume gino mo na so said the aye de cry ye foaso ye chi papa ya American ya o na ye foaso esese ye jini fi ho ye be ye motion say ye be ye say ye fi ho no mo a ye antehwe na ewu ho na sa ba ye
Kojo you are not being fair to the discussion.
Oh me bo aye
analogy you are not being analogy na wo kan nyina no those two members of parliament no sorry ye can say omofo so but they are going to make me back. They are just two. They are just two.
No, they are just two, but they are not any ordinary.
They are leaders. They are just two.
They are leaders of your party.
Nipa mienu.
Yes.
No, mo can't say omofuaso, but they are going to sponsor private member bill or parliament. Yes. Okay. Omo can't no. What does His Excellency so can't if you want to be fair to the discussion, maybe what traho
ena omampanyi ebe kan bi because watiti wo media mu say ena ye keke ntono do feel say and sem fata say ye ma OSP no efi hono enye sa enti no omo entwensa
no krapo enye OSP office no omosi omugu omosi OSP no enfree papa no ankasa enfree ho from bra you understand me so let's be fair to the discussion but I believe strongly say as our mind say you see a fight corruption now we should be intentional about it me baby aye wono answer na ye be pass OSP bill no na ye mu bi can say instead of passing OSP office no rather we should separate the Ministry of Justice from the Attorney General's Department. Attorney General Department engineer as independent state prosecutor now all cases if corruption if anything they should handle it independently like how the US are doing
like a justice in your political
you know we are sitting president we are minister we are so and so and you commit any crime in the US the FBI comes after you you understand me so you're late me punishing the kakra nana ke want to say
Nana,
yes, even my
morning, we be able to there. Radiadum kakaka yuguso ankasa.
I have 4 fanchame. I'm say yeah, kwan so traffic be at TSC sunema from Tetakwashi to Fiesta Royal taking me 45 minutes.
Wow.
It commit me a bedroom before 45 minutes earlier
from Tetakwashi
to Fiesta Royal.
Wow.
Taking me 45 minutes.
O find a BP offer motorway as well.
Man, use motorway. Me use Balishi Road. No.
The new one.
And I'm be joining war. But me name say approval na unapproval.
Okay.
Oh, the signature. Rough road near the chiro.
Signature no.
No across wa join motorway no what Tetakwashi ho.
Yes.
And what am use this? Other we create be anke honso me ho be san kire me honso.
It's true. It's true.
The trotro station be o maybe o tete kwasio no when am trotro ni inside the wa then you cross to the N1
yeah Matthias yeah and yeah that's it radio do ma be kan yensa radio say didn't come for here and minority for press conference
and then
come on the next 10 minutes here there
Kojo dem me be ko bi me fan kre bi ma and grab the moment e ma homete obisa am say me ne hwan ne ba show na mbo wudi o say akoko so di besi na mo ma no hwe akoko bre pa do kra the former parliamentary candidate
asem na okay
many ayi Benjamin Zian friend before so ayen kasana obu di awodi ya ma sa and am say nya hwe ben den eja ya no mo say akoko so yo mfa ne fa nche ne motum no mechini wo mo office o mra de ma ne kwens no mfa nkodi di na hwe papa bodu se fitai ya za bra we obetimi abo menia
yes sir
mechia atiefo ne ahwefo ene wo mo monitor show yi na Syria callers, communicators, Syria testers, ni Facebook administrators no. Na mechia NPP asia hene ne yeto ahene fo ne nso. Amarishe oma eco contest ni nyina nso wo se onyame mo na omani so ade hunu no emrem. Kojo corruption issue is it special prosecutor right? The mbeto se ko kana. Okay. Adia ba ko me pese meka this issues are koso special prosecutor ni attorney general ba ko akubusa question bi ma me answer no. Na obisa say OSP ni permission obi here from attorney general no. Is it case by case? And I say e be man no per once a permissioner obetimi de akoso ayena dwuma. Act no OSP act and say we hear approval from the attorney general. Approval no can be by the EI, executive instrument. President Bitimiama, the Minister of Justice can also give that a executive instrument. No, you issue executive instrument in the money we are. Oh, here so besa attorney general. So kwa permission and sign or prosecute case. Hey, the same thing the Ghana Police Service. Ghana Police Service cases a water crowd, the case a water mali. Young family attorney general and sign a prosecute. Say emrani di unkwa dia straightforward. Your investigation we are umbetimi a prosecute without coming to attorney general. Into the same thing nana your friend say OSPD and also etie. Na
executive instrument no
ya passing law no but
ya the amano
and I'm say ya passing law no akase executive instruments ne beba ya mfama no
okay
ya man is authorization no enu nti na me kwadwumani abre America ho asem say saban we ani abre sample be fight corruption. I don't think this should be an issue or say a topic for discussion. The minister can do it straightforward. We hear parliamentary approval. If the president wants to do it, president doesn't need parliamentary approval before issuing that executive instrument to the office of the special prosecutor. Me, from where I sit, NDC is having problem. You see, they are playing mind game with Ghanaians.
What mind game?
And then now I are Ghanaian team. Sorry, yes, scrappy office in it off. The China president quickly no intervene. There be a too early. The statement no, a too early. Then, as at the time we issue statement no, it could be said nenya early beam. Kojana meboa. As at the time our president issued statement no, or say it was too early. Somebody initiated say yes scrapping office no off. Into the private member bill ni no omo withdraw. At the same time our president advised a majority leader in the team so omo withdraw no. Not the NDC lawyers. I file cases were court against the same special prosecutor. And my brother, as we speak, case was Supreme Court. Even two cases in India. They are friend to the deputy, but I free the chambers of deputy attorney general office. But we are friend to the deputy attorney general. But law free chambers deputy attorney general. Deputy Attorney General was appointed by the president. enti dia adanko dada do game na NDC for ne Ghana for a plane is ano Kojo wa asema me cheche mu kire wi ase ye ba ha ne abeti wo to kakra wo ka wisha ne asaba wo kafra mi wa mo na mutiti nipa no ene the mind game almost start play NMPP time kra no almost start cassette here aton your friends say special prosecutor no enti enei madane mu hu ani se mo kwa support no. Let me tell these people just one thing. NDC have a problem with what's the name Kisia Jabing as a special prosecutor. Kojo me a double standard person. I still stand by my words that Kisia Jabing me na jumo yen so many. Not because the NDC are to the same and no and I may best samano. Me as a person, there's no NPP. Me as a person, na juma oyeno and so many. And me feel say or abuse 2 million na dear man is one fanya juma no or abuse no. She I have never liked the approach what they say Martin Pebu right. I have never liked it. Why invite you obisu omra? Enipa na eba no. Wo security a shene bufu. Ake cancer me didi na tem or respond here. So where did the officer atem nti ya chewo. Kojo na anyway say the same thing ani you better ani kasa about your friend Abranti here was who investigative journalist. Your friend is Tiger IPI. What's our kwatam sika dia say imu de me de bro na boa me. Na me de camera so na say mo de go akuye nyina betimi aye. And now yanso abeti Ghana fo bebre. Because mampani to akatuem no to 10%, watu electricity bu 28%, watu water mu 19%. Enti san kakra na ejiji so dia kotua mampani electricity. Any light bill no. Dia ko akuti hei, wo de bana de camera sin so ubenya no. Kojo wo de bo ubenya hu. Wo de breme ha, ebi kura me de me nkase president Shembutum. Me de me kase menene didi bom. Aho kire wo system ni mu. Enti so wunu ahwe Bible kura eka se san so hwe we eye bone wa se that trasia craft wadwene mu se me kodiminia ne koto ohaw mu what you say ebi na ndisi for ye no ebi no mo yi if they have problem with Kisia Jabing almost 30 no mo pe kon be fa so yi na free ho. But to scrap off the office of special prosecutor, Kojo, a one of the most disastrous things any other government have done to this nation. Medical majority leader. Oh, please. Kojo, oh, you're a journalist, what you are correct, no? What was the proposal from the majority leader? To scrap the office. And I'm telling you what say.
So why you be ana?
How many baby?
So or person share say.
I didn't like
it. Edin na almost chance yes so person.
What can be baby? So what be say me question ma me answer.
Almost say bibia.
What be say? I never know be say me. Ma me answer no. What's almost say? And your must say.
Okay, can baby almost question.
Almost say e tro mo petition. E ma president intervene here. It is all cast on my baby. I need on my baby. They have done something. I need the high throne. And the bear more. Then no crow bear mono. I had done good other day. Say majority leader in the team that they call no problem. They are lawyers in Vanco. And they are small lawyers. And to my baby pa. NDC play mind game with Ghanaians. Jandama joining a Mudibu Mino. What that drain 419. And a Mudibu Mino. Amamo matriki Jesus. Kojo okay matriki Jesus. Unu ma de ko dia friends a. Ohu e man ta de bi e ba ya. E kire no wudi na chi a e straight ebo mu yu tin. Kojo baba beduru nanim na nanim ye ni kafia bi na te ho. What's wrong with that ade na? E kire no ye long one bi a straight dress tin. Ba ni mu no e half currency. Any money and nika kiti bi netare ho eno bi na ndisi for the Ghana for matric Jesus who na chia wo si Roman solid ni Pentecost ni wo sia na nima wo fi adwuma na eba e bi na ndisi for yi and Kojo omaya mache say I travel all over omo niema omo ye nyina omo dealings nyina eye 419 Any azane matriki Jesus nkwa. Ene media me catch mu plane de momo ye yanu bi yehu. Kisi ajabe na mo pese mu yino. Ena musuro se mo de mo nsa bekọ akọka no because kisi ajabe mutu opposition na mo bom nsema no. Hey, when wa chi kisi adapa, en wa chi kenu furiata, en wa chi we. Afei de mo hunu se mo scandals na start pie. Enti wo betiesi musumu wo bechemo
and scandal and this is scandal ben now
and this in scandal and ya o man na lusu $600 million yes offshore petroleum fahin ko si MPA and ye $600 million e ka Ghana bo for 2025 no $600 million ukọ website na read na almost say according to ekwan sika ne ka e fa so boy ya 1 year Kojo yati omemu yati anumana ayi gold board enso di $200 million kabaye so no so abosa aka no IMF ra ne bete moto enti eyeden ya special prosecutor be investigate and the case Kojo ne omde ne nam edinam say si jama ayi emu bi akopie vice president office ena special prosecutor says we need interest we say den enti ene yenyi no na wiase no medie penifo se da obeto boatwa so fra no Kojo enye sada na ne mpafe besi kisi eja bensa wotwaye ebi na to dampare no because NDC forms all your politicians omunye Pentecostfo they are also politicians so if you think say menya wemu me mpanese omun to favor other people they know say wunya omo onso mfa nche womo and no mean say election na yeden ya be call election into close to election no the MPP no would be by your so and no nene adane dua esen ni komu no kisi aja bin komu dan pare audio moja no kwa mani kofie and me catch the video so am kan say kwan fa so yi dan pare no strategy o me fa kwan this way ye friend say mami chief justice e dey no me yini the next person am catch the easy and I'm this special prosecutor so and the normal special prosecutor so almost the mama was say I don't know much that plan with fee and no more executing one after the other until this year I'm the year special prosecutor we next year you see the next person I said no majana more three baby no almost at a trap no what tom back until Kojo a agenda na NDC for neighbor
okay
I am resetting be a hoot re-robbing and a coswo restate capture and a coswo
resetting agenda now
restate capture
resetting on my
one was certain no was certain said Nyamia Don Ibrahim Mahama every ni a diamond gold mine
so again any
oh me see me I support
it by your own president
hold on so gig now it won't fly
what will not fly
fly me tell Ibrahim now let me tell you people advantage NDC for enya on Ibrahim Mahama saga na enkrofo entimi nkan wasem no eye da Ibrahim Mahama involve kwajo tiase the involvement of the man Ibrahim Mahama because some of us we also feel say why niam bebire amoman no or the ho asi ho esom me under no circumstances will I speak against say Ibrahim Mahama secure adwuma but you see every ordinary Ghanaian because only their friend corruption only their friend conflict of interest in fact this situation nefa Ibrahim Mahama being the brother of president ne president na ultimately really this kind of project
through tendering
through
transparency
it doesn't matter.
It matters.
Say on my way, your Maya is serious, sir. Mampeni could have been impeached.
That is
on
not
conflict
true.
Of interest.
That is not true. Where lies the conflict of interest?
Any medical catch on the
where lies the conflict of interest? I want you to explain where lies the conflict of interest.
Mami explaining.
Where is it?
Mami explaining true.
Because the process.
What is that question? Maybe platform. And we'll be more baby question. Who's your Kasami Edi Memza? Bame and sound. Bame and sound.
2 minutes now.
2 minutes.
Yes.
Sure. Ghana ni bi anadwini mu da ho. Senne, Minuane Kojo. Kojo Preko Dankwah. Mini will be at him. And that's what they are saying. Omajuni would the honey cow street in this.
That is what you say one did.
Oh, my man, Sako,
who say one did matter.
Force to do what I'm doing.
That's what you are business.
Kwadoi, Ghana ni bi anadwini mu da ho. Menka se wadwini mu da ho.
And then the men can say,
okay, wadwini mu da ho. Ghana ni bi opro mani yi. No person o kanu kre. Kwadwo tie di ye. You see,
yeah.
And America say, if I happen to be the president, enka adwuma na omoye no within 4 days Easter season no. I attending document ko hwemu okwo no. Enka mem
ye nim some ko.
Enka mem na isa nye ko na Ghana for yedi no. Ghana for yedi is don ko. This times you this ya award the contract in their
boy. And so on propaganda secretary man the party. Organize and fatani.
Kojo eti we Easter package na mampeni de makana for. Now, maybe say, why in the park? Your friend say, what was a switching from man? Is it Minerals Commission? Why not take our committee? No? Committee no years attending and everything. It was directed from the president. And the president my directive no my tendering. And a tendering no.
How did they come from presidency? Because I say land ministry.
Patch, I don't know, man. President directs them. Say almost no money word you. 2.9. And no matter the word.
I say microphone cordia. I
say medical culture say I am not against it, sir. Ya diama Ghana. What you say? But ya ba NDC for buy. Say eja Azuma enquire. And also a competitive bidding. Tendering ko so. Ye ni Ibrahim Muhammad na ri ni. Say the dan medical culture on hwe. On my beer, your maya, your near Bressy be fighting corruption. President and Kayeni Yankuenti. On no crab, Bonua be to me so disqualified in and said, Debbie. Who you were genuinely. But so far as government of Ghana is involved, I'm a president. No? Whatever benefit you, automatically, even if I don't have any direct benefit, in the minds of Ghanaians, they will tell me, say, "Hey, me and my Timinia chungu free."
But that is the only person. I mean, capable of doing it. The person has been working there for years.
You, sir,
under an MPP, he's been working.
I
there.
am telling
he
you,
knows
sir,
what it
is.
But how effective would that be? For
and
all
I'm saying, no, do you know what is called business investment?
So bringing back that Brofo again?
No, there are other Ghanaians, sir.
Including him.
Papa, no, I've told you, don't make it as if I'm against it.
Matthias here.
I'm not against Ibrahim.
No, I'm only dealing with the conflict of interest.
What I'm trying to say is that business investment does not need a qualification from the investor, but rather employ qualified people to work with. Kojo, Ora Kwamana Kese, or a journalist.
David.
Or me, Kessben TV.
Yes.
Then we found journalists I qualify so a businessman, we invest scanning into a fielder.
Or no, or your investor.
Oh, and then Ibrahim Mama is an investor. Ibrahim is not a miner. He himself is not a miner. When you're mining engineer, but we find engineers no more yet, Juma.
So even on
are you getting with the concept?
No,
he's a business
engineer.
Ibrahim himself.
Let me get his profile.
Yes,
for you.
Get it.
I'll get his profile for you.
But
so we can deal with this thing.
And
mining
today engineer or work grounds. No,
that's what say Ibrahim or other businesses I have nothing to do with mining.
Yes.
Into Honso expert on that field. Abramovich quoted Chelsea. No a footballer. No a football coach.
You are oversimplifying the
I just want you to understand, sir. Every businessman can invest in that field. I'll be employ qualified people. I'm on my yet to man.
But
that is what I'm trying to say.
No, what you are saying, I agree with you on that score.
Although I said Kwame Despite 30 PCFM, no a journalist. And they were a journalist. But Kojo, one of the best journalists in Ghana, I yet Mama Crofua, I will Kojo Kahubi.
2 minutes now.
Yeah, best journalists in Ghana, I will Kahubi. Ora Kwabena Kese, when you're journalist, and why employ war because when him say Jumano or no you investor no ni sika beshim, when you qualified person better than my Jumama na ye. That's it.
Okay, all right.
And every businessman can invest in any field.
Okay.
And I make us say, so far as he is a Ghanaian, me this issue I have two stands. Or you Ghanaian, I support him 100%. But the only talent I have
we challenge
is
you and
that
challenge.
His brother is the president of the
not
republic.
challenge because
Jom herbal lotion, I say main cancer was what rheumatism pains in our physical pain from stroke, sciatica pains in our physical stomach cramps, inflammation of the body in our physical pain through a injury in our physical tissue damage. Padia, the batch with nerve problems in our physical slip disc and our physical carpal tunnel syndrome and our physical no person will clear with cold. Send a missing media person may clear in the padia. The batch used to FDA approved, FDA approved a dry friend Yom herbal lotion, a very active when it comes to a herbal compound. A woman to me echo with the new year pa ma upes no to me echo pa the abacho use Yom herbal lotion. Yes, a fetri with the chuchu so bibia ebe me akoye amount when a deals generation enterprise for indie and komo na ko pebi e pharmacy and a face so a herbal shop bi adia na omo numbers no 0244 730295 0244 730295 and a face 0302 945 146 0302 945 146. Now when a Yom herbal lotion for indie and komo and that takes me to a gentleman man no mo ko komo na fe me mra na emeto a jumedi ne so
yamo akwa ba e de ba Genuine Dental Clinic e aso ya sim hodwuma komo aye bidi efa tooth replacement ho se osietu na wose de bofofo e de hye ho ma nya hwensunsu anso a se wositu na wan hye fofo a bitimi e de abrel de kan enipa ese e enipa ni monyam ukonipa mu na wo kasa de yehwe e ye wose de ebo ma wotimi bidi e ye wose o kasa de ebo ma words bi o ha wotimi pronounce ye so e ye wose e di djuma dia hodo bebre ndi se sene tu a ehu behia se obeba ne ahye fofo enso e ho e de ama so obi o ha ne se no na ba kusie ni ba kusie chiri enya ade a ehye nkwan jenye na de etu ensa afetu na mo ba ne nye se ne fofo emfa hye ho so emfa ma afen so nipa osimo woluma ebo a ma obon no ekipi in good shape so we situ no one replacement sa side of the bone ebetimi atum amana yi anase betimi ebuodum se ne ya yeta aka no amana yi maintenance masa ha no ento to na mo ba se esena atu no ye hye foforo e wo ho mfa mo esena ba ye mu ahodo bebre ye we esena ba ko a hye wa obetimi yi wa de wa ho no wasa hye na de ba ko wa bonten se ni pardo na agiri se ye wo sha obetimi yi ntimi fa didi enya sa na tie ye ma wa obetimi de didi obetimi de akasa obetimi adwuma bia wo bia wo didi bia no ye mu ahodo mienu ye wo flexible one ye ta fa ne ba plus no and also ye wo acrylic and also ye wo de hye wa untini emfa won san kabi manase untu bi eno so e fixed prosthesis eno so tu ana mo ba Genuine Dental Clinic ye be ye enso de amount ye mo ahodo mienu ye wo PFM anase porcelain fused to metal and our fancy or back on so a FN implant and meant nephew to an among bad gentlemen say we see to inquire the Genuine Dental Clinic ye be wow near restore or smile on back to send na e tell her Genuine Dental Clinic a cheap one ye ya fan cry Ghana half an Genuine Dental Clinic or here or Accra Genuine Dental Clinic 2 branches or Accra. The first one was Nungwa, right after Nungwa Senior High School, we check Cantamantono. In 7 so up a Genuine Dental Clinic branch or any NBC office, and I say Italian pub in a day in share Nungwa. I feel so atomic down, Ramika Benyawan about, we do a check tie farmer. In 7 so up a Genuine Dental Clinic branch by Conso Ha, ye be a Juma Dio. I feel so Santa Monica Mukumase or here at the Port Junction, total filling station, a cheap pay, we do any HG. On Sunday first up ye ne methodist school na wa Abeport Junction no e di anhwe afi su kuma se wa here atonsu high school junction traffic light na se wa afi Genuine Dental Clinic bank ba go so e wo ha ye di adwuma di e wo ko fo dia so he Genuine Dental Clinic ye wo central police station no enche mu ha pe ye ne central market no e di anhwe a ye di adwuma di wa bon san wo central police station enche ho na takra den so o he Genuine Dental Clinic branch na pipe and no traffic light Tadisco Junction wa enka ne bia na GM Bank ewo no sabo sanko na mu na Genuine Dental Clinic ye wo a ye di adwuma di afla wo so Genuine Dental Clinic ewo Ecobank Story Building na storyboard na ekubank ewa ase no esoro pe na o heje nyime da obehu ye ewa aflawo afewo do ani kochirem ewo techima no so abonomantemu genuine dental clinic ewo Mazi Road enkom hotel achiwa pe ni ewa Ahmed eni bi anhwe ewo techima afenso esemantemu so yewo Tamale genuine dental clinic branch ewo Tamale Tishigu yani post office no eni bi anhwe anase adjacent the MTN main office na ye bi enjumadi ewo honom Tigana hafa na nyina de genuine branches no akweti Ghana ha nyina utu anamon ba ye behwew ni aboa na osere na okasa so akoyi e de amaw se wo he o TV na se a ye numbers ni ebu ase no bitima frɛ genuine dental clinic e wo sa homa to for you so 054-990-6588 ofra doctor ebeje oso se inquiries no make ebeje oso ni aboa na so sere na okasa so akoyi de amaw genuine it's time for you to smile again.
Mami we na fe yento aso. And then here, happy 60th birthday to Honorable Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff of Ghana. Happy birthday to you, Chief. Happy birthday to you once again, Honorable Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff. Happy birthday to you, Chief. And then a happy birthday to Mrs. Vida Oforiwa, Mama Osi. Happy birthday to you, CEO of Mr. Tuga Enterprise in Kranza. This one is from your children and the entire family of Nanaya Amwabia. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Linda Boateng, Amsterdam. Happy birthday to you, Linda. And this one is coming from the Kessben family, Mr. and Mrs. Kessben, and the entire Kessben family. They say happy birthday to you, Linda Boateng, over here Amsterdam. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Honorable Gloria Wusu, MP for Trobo constituency. Happy birthday to you, Honorable. Happy birthday to you, Gloria Owusu, MP for Trobo constituency. Honorable, happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Naila Nyamiye Nanyi of Family Life International School. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Nyamiye. And then a happy birthday to Madame Juliet Edumensa of Tabora, Accra. Happy birthday to you. This one is coming from Mr. Kwesi Kurine KK. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Evangelist Kingsley Echampon, founder of Amok Church International. Happy birthday to you. Alright, that's right for the sex in the studios of Kessben 92.9 FM. At the Mansan soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. You're watching us live on Kessben TV, and I feel so Kessben TV on Facebook, and then on DSTV channel 364, and then on Go TV channel 121. Redeem Bium and a Mansan soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Mini Alex, now open so 1 or 2 we wanna fe men call mini abema suna on trade the intel move for harassment no anodin efi momo no. What's it?
On canfa harassment no.
On harassment no. Okay.
So can you na?
Okay. Nana my memra won chair na fe yin komo. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia edina no to mubi this one be 5 minutes in the way. This issue of the perception that the NDC government is really hunting the MPP communicators again, or describing it the freedom of speech is under attack when it comes to the NDC. Sana also hono.
Kojo medase. Menimi say ensembia NDC for kafa mampeni akufo adon so oye. Kojo so kai titles on the man. Or vindictive, or intolerance, on fabonin che, or you say. Then this description of the man Mampeni Kufuadono. Mampeni John Mahama is demonstrating times 4. Times 4 of the man Mampeni Kufuadono. Now, if we are saying, Quadri, so about school fees, any day, Mammy and Pamon school fees moment in a fear, who said the Ahochiricity. Kai Saben, Farmer Kuokumami. See, Pamo about school fees. A moment in a fear, now for school. Papa no nim said the ahochiricity here. It could be no berry, she say, the Baba bet in a fear, but now for school. I rehearsed they say, Mimi, whom they say, culture of silence and a bind we try say or be creative in the system. What you say? So be a bekanasem. Wow, bekanasem be our enemy. But the president himself that I know outside, Kojo Preko say me put me statement, in certain categories that I know outside, It's a very nice gentleman. But this kind of behavior, I don't want to describe the behavior because somebody may not understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he is a monster. Me, I will not say that. But the behavior is becoming a monster behavior. Kojo kai Mampeni Akufo-Addo say yete Mampeni Akufo-Addo TDAI. Ekosi ponoso. Obi no beda. And yede Mampeni Akufo-Addo kosi so say Mampeni Akufo-Addo na ni obi da. Who say videos ni bi. Who say yete o ma chechiri no. Because Mampeni nim say eye adia Ghana ni bia na dwene mu da ho bia will not believe this nonsense. What am I say? Ede be na baba ayi Amando akoye. Wako posti adia will be a posti dadawo. Enti the same thing happened to Adenta Kumi. The same thing happened to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bodyguard. You see, say anemo mkrofodi ka posti a uko cyber security one man ko don betimi attrack e hunu baby efie free buy. MPP ni bi nko akoposti bia a problem. Eno de na mra na yadwuma. But baby efie free buy ni problem. Omo edi kan post no any problem. Na me te say I think Baba Mando case we no go so take court or say say judge ne passes a comment to say lawyer now say the first say obi aya nche ne kire say onso ya nche. Is it the judge or the one of the lawyers in the passage those comments? No? Yeah. The first will be answering once we have the mechanism to detect who did it first. And a culture of silence and a bino a demonstrative will create in the system. Now, me, they may say, you can be creating a cause of fear and panic. Because you don't know fear and panic. Or put fear in the ordinary citizen. No, Sebeya wuntimi and kasa. And criticize their buying. But I believe, say, every proper criticism be or see criticizing this buying, we will do it. Some of us, we are not afraid. We are not scared. They cannot intimidate us. Kojo, Nase, my betrana me treat much Ghana for quite the meaning of corruption, the meaning of conflict of interest. Say, Mampenitra, no issue, say Yemfa contract to Inco, no sorry free no contract be a continue approve a conflict of interest as yacho. Now the Miko school, no school man go be. Explanation we must see school. Kojo, corruption. What's the definition of corruption? Using the public office for your private gain. That's the definition of corruption. And to send Ibrahim Mahama, Akonya da my man see, Kojo auto even pure water, Emma Mampeni Busu and Nibi benefited a corruption. Because I benefited the president. Ebia Senya Onua and Kasabe de Nebeba Beda a president so what you say? Because Onusu Busu and Zemampeni so konsa. Say contest Ibrahim Buano. That's our time one city grad a corruption on the side of the president. Because I benefited from that project, no? See define corruption here. And mommy and careful within summer a thought that your opposition yeka. And to could just study me, mean summer making in and summer medin as one in fat home to Emma would be a woty any better here. Some may chirachir and some more magana near Tiase. It is a Dr. Manuba me a catcher Ghana for say, dear NDC for any intimidation, a culture of silence, Nanya dear what democracy na ye practicing na, and you create trodo. Hey, no create trodo. Hey, no create trodo. Me kind, me near Besum, and I'm watching Apia Stadium. And then appear stadium here, and I'm watching.
Wow,
on Casa. Oh, no, I don't watch it.
I dream Bunu for.
And I dream. And you watch what you're maybe watching. Who's the day? I wanted to know for the camera. Copy something away. Kojo Minino.
Who you any?
Me starting yarn was to my first name was to appear said you. And what you was a concern, and Kojo Aden was a on the phone. On the phone, but also what we are saying is yes, some ya kani ye niema ye no.
Yeah.
Na me advise every political communicator. In opposition, everybody is a communicator. Because when people are even, they don't have access to the radio and TV, but they are speaking in buses in their communities. Obia anye very careful with the things you say. Ne make sure say asemno even whereby you know is the genuine truth. Say we need evidence o kan for if dikan.
Okay.
Fa close to home. Eno ye che hu enye yie.
Conditional.
Enti nam de conditional to say president body hu musuo no benefit one Ghana cedi ye bi kura ka akole ya de bi ka to serve no kodibia o corrupt.
You ate.
Oba no musuo no di one Ghana cedi fi Ibrahim mama wa o corrupt. Ana we say no Kojo we cross here sadi dia botajiri. Ai
Obodu ya obewu.
Wọ́n lè bẹ wu.
Because say mami bi member will be.
Man ka say wo Kojibia wo dey corrupt. O Kojo ti ma say.
Yeah, Matwas.
Wo dey president. Yeah, top president bi asem.
Alright.
E do say kromo bi amani baji because they say no, o kai kratize yi na are.
Oh, Charlie.
Adana mo titi mi ni eza. Don mama dey na ku akodi ayew, boni be na ku akodi ayew.
With the work and was a
Abambu penifo, a dear no and Julio Debre 60 years uncle retirement down. That's see one. Man Penusha Ghana for boss say, who will be no business 60 years Obama contract him po. And then Yamiadum or Julius Debre 60 years. Yeah, trying to retirement letter. As chief of staff.
Alex Omaminti.
Okay.
Kedi ye we hame ye do me mind we hame
dia we ye no
I say more appointment ni bi na sabe
second remember
se bole ba boy for the dia
me say come
ye nyina se one from se didi bi ye
wa she that no ye no
ye didi bi ye e di ye wa tro ba bu ba ye dey
true din
wa tro din
o de mani wie
ba bu bo din
o de ye nyina se eti ye he so ba
so o ye ba bo din wa o bodi ye bedum ni microphone
there are certain things as politicians, irrespective of regimes, say your best is also. One so all can say or whom for Nibia Sebio or Burma any oba dano. Na the president Nana Akufo-Addo a tree there was so. Sadi Ebimusu Edi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama won the first term no. Okay, time or move friend papa no. Okay.
Yeah, papa.
Yes. Omudi ye no pa seriously e wo man mu. Insema enim na nkrofo e ka e de agu de so. You know, so it's like a politics aye ye no. Me de bia me ka o. Nana e kasa no so obi an to me chu no. Yes, obi an to me chi no. Because meaning na ye programs e wo platforms awo bebre so. Me hu say wakọ sẹ ọyìyà mpanyinfo ana ọka nsẹm bi a ẹyẹ nturo krakrakrakra na nukwari bi ẹnim ẹdi ntu mpanyinfo so mi hu sẹ wàyẹ bi da mi so amitire I have communicated for my party for 15 solid years and above what I say obi abẹchi mi da obi abẹchi mi da obi abẹchi mi because mi bẹ traffic dey so a mi kasa mi nim. Sena me kasa efa hu na enkofa asem ye de enba dia me nim no me nka ho hwi enti obi ekodidi obi atem o create images me ka say egu nipa animasi na ye be try na be ka say we are supporting those things me dey say we understand I don't support those things. We are party now who call yebi na ye chiwa who kwa obeko because a party communication no it's not about insult and you be as making wild allegations and the MPP for me they are making nyaje say muntu microphone nefu Nana K you are aspiring to be an organizer for the party which of course I know you have the capacity to do and Money microphone on kasa because last me catch over ha. I don't know. Say microphone ewo politics no more. Ye attempted every ho.
Yeah, you said
na ye sebi gbegbegbegbe kasa hwe nemu no every ho a omo ni hwe e can be because all that they know and he said and